Hi, my name is Mark Hancock. I'm CEO of Trail Life USA. Dads, I want to share something with you. I get asked all the time, how did you turn your sons into readers? I have two boys at home. We have about 50,000 or more in Trail Life USA. But I ask, how did you turn your boys into readers? And it was almost by mistake. But my wife and I began at an early age with them, where we turned off all of our electronics at sundown. And so the TV, phones, everything was just turned off. And so the boys, they just grew up in a house that was quiet at that time, and there just wasn't a lot to do. And then so we would have our family games or hang out together, do dinner, whatever it was that we would do. And then it would be off to bed. And of course I'd go in there with them, we'd pray together and talk and make up some stories, or our typical bedtime routine that I'm sure that you have. And then the boys had a rule which made them kings of the playground when other boys found out about this rule. My boys were allowed to read for as long as they wanted to, for as late as they wanted to, without a bedtime. And that just made, when they got to say to their friends, I can stay up as late as I want, as long as I'm reading. And that turned them into readers. My older son was naturally drawn to reading, and they shared a bedroom, and so as he was awake reading, my younger son would want to read too. And of course, there are many times that I'd go into the room and take the books off of their sleeping faces and turn off the lights. But that helped to turn them into readers. And the second thing that I did is I told them, I will always buy you a book. And so what my boys understood is, you know that thing when you take your boys, you're on vacation or whatever, you go into a shop or a store or something, and their eyes light up. They want to buy something. They have to buy something. They're somewhere and they want to buy something. My boys knew that I would always buy them a book. I may not buy them the little flashlight or the little souvenir or the refrigerator magnet or whatever it is that's going to disappear in a week, but I would always buy them a book. And so that turned them into very discerning readers, because they would immediately go to the bookshelf in whatever store we were in, find the books, and they knew what they liked to read, and they were very selective about what they would choose because they get to buy one book. And so they began to develop a love and an interest in the things that they like to read. And you can stop a boy today and you say, hey, what do you like to read? He may not even know. My boys were able to tell you, I know what I like to read, because they wanted to make a good decision about the thing they got to buy in that store or that I bought for them. And this is a tradition that's still going on. What I should have done, and I would advise you, is put an end time on it, because my boys are 26 and 24 now, and I'll get Amazon things that ping on that say my son just bought a book on my account. So I advise you, those two things, those three things really, when you think about it: turn out the lights, quiet the house. They can stay up as late as they want, as long as they're reading, and you will always buy them a book. And that will turn your son into a reader.